The Unexpected Animal in Your Home, a Buddhist guide to omens, inner peace, and transforming your life. Hello, dear seekers of wisdom and tranquility. Welcome back to our shared journey of exploration, where we dive into the subtle yet powerful connections between our inner world and the world around us. Have you ever experienced that curious moment when a creature, perhaps a furry friend, a feathered visitor, or even a scaled acquaintance, makes an unexpected appearance in your home? Did it spark a sense of wonder, perhaps a fleeting thought about its significance, perhaps even a little trepidation? It's natural to ponder these occurrences. In many traditions, such encounters are seen as messages, harbingers of fortune, or warnings to be heeded. But what if I told you there's a way to perceive these encounters with a more mindful, empowering approach, a way that aligns with the timeless wisdom of Buddhism? Forget the conventional notions of simple good or bad luck. Let's embark on a deeper exploration, guided by Buddhist teachings, towards understanding the intricate web of interdependence, the subtle dance of energy, and how we can transform these encounters into catalysts for inner growth. Today, we won't just interpret symbols, we'll delve into the very core of our being, seeking to understand how our internal states attract specific external experiences. We'll learn how to cultivate inner peace and how to recognize the potential for profound transformation that lies within every moment. This isn't just about deciphering animal omens, but rather about understanding our true nature and realizing our inherent potential for peace, happiness, and limitless compassion. Before we delve deeper, I invite you to join our community of mindfulness. Take a moment to gently tap the like button and subscribe to the channel. This is a journey we're taking together, and by joining our channel, you ensure you won't miss any of our future explorations of mindful living. As you do, I also invite you to share your intention. In the comments below, let's create a collective wave of positivity. Share a simple, powerful affirmation. Perhaps, I am a source of peace, attracting positive experiences. Your words have immense power, so let's use them mindfully. Ready to embrace this deeper perspective? Let's begin. In the tapestry of Buddhist thought, we find a profound understanding that everything is interwoven. This isn't simply a poetic idea. It's a fundamental principle called dependent origination. This principle teaches us that nothing exists independently. Each and every phenomenon arises from a complex interplay of causes and conditions. We are not isolated islands in a sea of randomness, but rather active participants in an ongoing cosmic dance. So, when an animal crosses our path in the sanctuary of our homes, it's not a random occurrence or an accident. It's an event born of specific circumstances, both seen and unseen. This includes our actions, our thoughts, our feelings, and the energies we radiate into the universe. Traditional folklore often focuses on assigning external good or bad luck to animal encounters. However, the Buddhist approach invites us to move beyond this dualistic view. Rather than seeing animals as harbingers of fortune or misfortune, let's view them as reflections of our own inner states. This aligns with the Buddhist concept of karma, which is not a fixed destiny, but rather the principle of cause and effect. Our thoughts, words, and deeds create ripples of energy that draw similar experiences into our lives. If we are constantly caught in cycles of stress, anxiety, or negativity, we're more likely to attract experiences that mirror this negativity. If, on the other hand, we cultivate peace, compassion, and joy, we'll naturally attract experiences that are aligned with those qualities. When an animal visits your home, it's an opportunity to turn your gaze inward and ask yourself some crucial questions. What inner landscape is this animal reflecting back to me? What are the dominant thoughts and feelings I am harboring? What actions have led to the conditions of my current life? This shift in perspective is a fundamental aspect of Buddhist practice, moving us away from passivity and into a place of active responsibility for our lives. Instead of seeking answers in external signs, we can use these moments to deepen our self-awareness and take ownership of the energy we generate and the reality we co-create. This understanding helps us to view all life experiences with wisdom, curiosity, and a great compassion for all beings. Let's now explore some specific animals that often carry particular symbolism in various cultures, particularly when they enter our homes. Remember, though, that we are not seeking to give these symbols definitive meanings, but rather to use them as prompts for self-reflection. These are symbolic doorways, inviting us to delve deeper into our own inner landscapes and to understand the messages that nature is offering us. The wisdom of Buddhism lies not in accepting superstition blindly, but rather in using every experience to deepen our understanding of ourselves and the interconnectedness of all beings. The golden toad, often associated with wealth and prosperity in Feng Shui, becomes a potent symbol when viewed through the lens of Buddhism. It is not a mere herald of financial gain, but rather a profound reminder of the abundance that resides within us all. In a culture often driven by material gain, the golden toad invites us to contemplate the true meaning of abundance, which extends far beyond financial wealth. It is an invitation to cultivate a sense of inner security, of recognizing the inherent richness of our inner lives. When we find peace and contentment within, the need for external validation, especially in the form of material wealth, diminishes. The concept of contentment is a fundamental pillar of Buddhist practice, encouraging us to find joy and fulfillment in our present circumstances, regardless of our external possessions. The golden toad, therefore, is less about attracting material possessions and more about recognizing and appreciating the abundance that already exists within us. It's an invitation to cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for the simple gifts of life, and to realize that true wealth lies in the depths of our own being in compassion, wisdom, and loving kindness. When we view our lives with gratitude, we become a magnet for positive experiences. Enya's story, as I briefly mentioned before, took on even more significance once she began applying Buddhist practices. She initially chased the toad away out of habit and a sense of fear. When it reappeared, she was ready to apply a new mindset and saw it as a reminder to slow down. She then began practicing loving kindness meditation, extending feelings of warmth and care to herself, the toad, and all beings. She started noticing that when she focused on gratitude, new opportunities presented themselves. One day, a local entrepreneur approached her and suggested to start a community kitchen together, recognizing Enya's passion for sharing her skills and providing healthy food to those in need. This new partnership not only brought her financial stability, but it also allowed her to express her creativity and serve her community, fulfilling her deep values. This didn't just magically happen. It happened because Enya's inner transformation and her ability to embrace gratitude helped create the right conditions. The golden toad was a trigger for that transformation, and a reminder that true wealth is something that manifests from within. See the golden toad not as a magic key to material wealth, but as a mirror reflecting our own inner state, and as a reminder that abundance comes when we learn to appreciate what we already have, and when we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have within us. Dogs, often lauded as loyal companions, embody far more than mere companionship. They are living examples of unconditional love, unwavering devotion, and the deep interconnectedness of all beings. From a Buddhist viewpoint, dogs become profound teachers, inviting us to embrace the qualities of love, compassion, and presence in our own lives. They remind us that true security is not found in material possessions, but rather in the genuine connections that we forge with others and with the world around us. When a dog unexpectedly appears in our home, it is an opportunity to open our hearts, to cultivate empathy, and to embrace the joy of connection. Buddhism teaches that we are all interconnected, and that the suffering of any one being has an impact on the whole. When we extend our compassion to animals, we break down the barriers of separation, and we cultivate a sense of responsibility to the well-being of all life. The loyal nature of dogs reminds us to be devoted to our values and to our own path. They show us that compassion and presence are not merely feelings, but rather powerful practices, and when we learn to live with compassion, we create positive karma in our lives. David's story illustrates the transformative power of extending compassion. When Lucky, the stray dog, appeared on his porch, it became a mirror, reflecting back his own feelings of isolation. As he took on the responsibility of caring for another being, he found a renewed sense of purpose and connection. He began volunteering at an animal shelter, connecting with other people who shared his love for animals. He told me that the joy he felt in his interactions with the dogs was similar to the feelings he experienced in his meditation practice. He realized that compassion in action was a path towards inner healing. This new perspective encouraged him to connect with others more deeply, and he cultivated friendships and opened himself up to a romantic relationship, a possibility that felt like a distant dream. The stray dog didn't bring him a new partner. He simply opened up the space for it when he began his journey of self-discovery and kindness. For David, the appearance of the stray dog was a reminder that love is not something you seek. It is something you embody, and in embodying that loving nature, life's circumstances align to support him on his journey. The dog's appearance in your home is not about a stroke of literal luck, but is an opportunity to cultivate empathy, presence, and the beautiful act of giving and receiving love, which is what true security really is. Snakes, often seen as symbols of fear or danger, take on a profound significance within a Buddhist framework. They are powerful reminders of impermanence, transformation, and the need to let go of what no longer serves us. A snake shedding its skin is a potent metaphor for the Buddhist path of awakening, the letting go of old habits, patterns, and the egoic self in order to embrace our true potential. When a snake enters your home, it may be a powerful invitation to examine the areas of your life where you feel stuck, where you are clinging to outdated beliefs or identities, and to embrace the path of transformative change. The concept of impermanence is a core teaching in Buddhism, reminding us that all things are constantly changing, and that clinging to the illusion of permanence is the root of suffering. The snake's ability to shed its skin and to move on is a lesson in adaptability, flexibility, and courage. When a snake appears in your home, see it not as an indication of a looming threat, but rather as an invitation to become more aware of your internal landscape and to be more willing to change, grow, and adapt to life's natural cycles. Sarah, my neighbor, began incorporating practices such as mindfulness meditation and yoga to deal with her unease with the snake that she found. She didn't immediately feel at peace with snakes, but she used each encounter as an opportunity to explore her relationship with fear. As she deepened her practice, she came to realize that her unease was rooted in the discomfort of change and her fear of the unknown. She recognized that the snake's appearance was a prompt for her to confront these discomforts and embrace the path forward. Once she made the move to a new city and opened up her own yoga studio, she embraced the uncertainty of this new adventure and felt excited about the unknown. The snake was never a sign of doom, but a trigger to help her overcome her fear and embrace change. She told me that now, whenever she sees a snake, she smiles, recognizing the great lessons it taught her. The lesson for her is that when you embrace change, you open yourself up to new and exciting possibilities. The snake is not a sign of literal danger, but a reminder that change is always a possibility, and that fear is just an opportunity to embrace bravery and transformation. White doves, universally revered as symbols of peace, purity, and harmony, hold a powerful spiritual significance within the Buddhist tradition. Their presence invites us to connect with the inner peace that exists within us, and to cultivate that peace in all areas of our lives. When a white dove enters your home or nests nearby, it's an invitation to let go of anxiety and to connect with the calm and serenity that is our true nature. It's a gentle call to cultivate mindfulness and to bring more peace into your interactions and environment. The Buddhist ideal of peace is not about the absence of conflict, but rather a state of inner calm that is unshaken by the outer chaos. It is a state of equanimity, a balanced mind that can navigate life's challenges with wisdom and compassion. The dove, in its gentle presence, reminds us that inner peace is always accessible, regardless of the external circumstances. It also reminds us of the interconnectedness of all beings and the potential for all of us to live in harmony, a value that is central to the Buddhist teachings. Mark, the busy lawyer, felt completely transformed when he started his practices of meditation and mindfulness. It was not an easy journey. It required focus and commitment, but he embraced the journey, and each day, he felt that the racing thoughts were slowing down. The white dove's presence gave him the space to make a change, but it was his daily practice that truly helped him to cultivate inner peace. Mark's office, once cluttered and chaotic, was now a space of calm and order. He made sure to have plants in his office, and whenever he felt stressed, he would take a moment to pause, breathe, and focus on the present moment. The white dove didn't grant him peace, but it prompted him to embark on the journey to cultivating it himself. The dove's presence is not a guarantee of a conflict-free life, but a reminder that we can cultivate peace within ourselves, no matter the outer circumstances, and it prompts us to cultivate that peace in our environments. Bats, often misunderstood and feared, take on a fascinating significance within the lens of Buddhist wisdom. In many cultures, they are linked to wealth, prosperity, and longevity, but let's explore these symbols from a Buddhist perspective. Bats teach us that true understanding often lies in embracing the unseen, the hidden aspects of life, and even the aspects that may make us feel uncomfortable. They serve as a powerful reminder that all things are interdependent, and all beings contribute to the delicate balance of the universe. When bats choose to rest in our homes, this may be a call to explore the hidden aspects of our own natures, to embrace our shadows, and to find strength in the unknown. The concept of longevity in Buddhism is not about extending life indefinitely, but about living a life of purpose and meaning, and being fully present in each moment. It is a reminder that time is precious, and that we must make the most of each day by cultivating wisdom, compassion, and a sense of our interconnectedness with all life. Bats, as creatures that often live in caves, can also represent the deep, internal spaces within us that hold great potential for healing and transformation. My friend's grandmother, who is now over 90 years old, always speaks with so much wisdom. She always reminds us that living a long life is not about adding years, but adding life to our years. This is a perspective that she embodied as she got older. She took time to engage in activities that she was passionate about and to create meaningful connections, especially with her family. She never feared death. She saw it as a natural part of life. She is a true testament to the way we can live a peaceful and long life when we embrace the impermanence of all things and to focus on being fully present in each moment. The appearance of bats invites you to embrace the unseen, to find value in the shadows, and to recognize the power of presence in every moment. Turtles, with their slow and deliberate movements, embody the Buddhist principles of mindfulness, patience, and perseverance. They remind us that true progress is not about speed, but about steady and consistent effort. When a turtle makes its way into your home, it's an invitation to slow down, to be present, and to cultivate a sense of calm in the face of life's challenges. The turtle embodies the power of being fully present, and it is a reminder that true growth happens when we embrace our individual pace. The Buddhist emphasis on patience and mindfulness stems from the understanding that life is a journey, not a race, and that every step of the path has equal value and importance. When we are able to move through life with awareness, we see each moment, even the challenging ones, as an opportunity to learn, grow, and cultivate inner peace. The turtle teaches us that we need not be in a hurry to get somewhere, but rather to embrace the process of living with a sense of equanimity. Jason's story of change was not a straight path. He was a very active person, and it was very challenging for him to slow down. He began by starting a daily walking meditation practice in his garden. At first, he wanted to rush through it, as he wanted to get to the end, but he started becoming more mindful of the feeling of his feet on the ground, the feeling of his breath, and the beautiful nature that surrounded him. He then started focusing on the present moment in other areas of his life, such as his interactions with others and his actions at work. This helped him to slow down and to enjoy the simple aspects of daily life, such as spending time with his children, talking to his neighbors, and simply observing nature. This brought him more peace, and it helped him deal with the anxiety that used to feel so dominant. For Jason, the turtle's presence was a reminder to slow down, and he said that it now symbolizes the power of embracing each and every moment. The turtle's presence is a powerful reminder to embrace mindfulness, to be present in each moment, and to trust the process of life, understanding that growth is not always about speed, but about consistency and patience. Butterflies, with their miraculous metamorphosis, are powerful symbols of transformation, rebirth, and the possibility of spiritual awakening. In Buddhism, they represent the potential for all beings to transcend suffering and to embrace a state of enlightenment. When a butterfly flutters into your home, it's an invitation to see the challenges you are experiencing as opportunities for growth, and to recognize that even in the midst of suffering, transformation is always possible. They are messengers of hope and the belief that all beings hold the potential for great transformation. The Buddhist journey is not always easy. It is filled with trials, tribulations, and moments that test our resolve. The butterfly reminds us that we can find great beauty even in the midst of challenge. They show us that even through the toughest of times, there is the potential to emerge stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. The message from a butterfly is to be open to the possibility of change and to embrace the transformative potential of life with courage and joy. My aunt's journey towards peace took time and dedication. As she delved deeper into her mindfulness practices, she realized that she needed to not only let go of her relationship, but also the ideas of who she thought she was. She took time to journal, reflect on her values, and to understand how to move forward. She started taking painting lessons, a passion that she had always ignored. She realized that when she created art, she felt alive and fully present. She is now a very successful artist who inspires others to find beauty in their lives and to be courageous in the face of adversity. The butterfly was a reminder that she held all of the strength she needed to create a new life for herself, and she simply needed to believe in her own potential. The butterfly is a potent symbol of change and transformation, reminding us of our potential to transcend suffering and to create beauty in our lives. Rabbits, often associated with fertility and abundance, also embody the Buddhist principles of gentleness, harmony, and kindness. Their presence invites us to cultivate these qualities in our own lives and to embrace the power of living with compassion. When a rabbit visits your home, it's a gentle reminder to treat all beings with kindness and to strive for harmony in our interactions. They remind us that true strength lies not in force, but in gentleness, and that cultivating inner peace is the most powerful act we can undertake. In a world that often prizes assertiveness and aggression, the rabbit's gentle nature serves as a powerful reminder that there are different ways of moving through the world. It invites us to be mindful of our actions and to ask ourselves if we are contributing to a sense of harmony or a sense of discord. It reminds us that every act, no matter how small, has an impact on the whole, and that we can use that for good, for ourselves, and for all beings. My competitive friend, the business owner, embraced the path of kindness once he started integrating mindfulness into his everyday interactions. He started being more aware of his tone of voice and his body language, taking a moment to pause when he felt his reactivity arising. He would also start each day with a loving kindness meditation, extending feelings of compassion to his friends, family, colleagues, and to his clients. His business dealings became more collaborative, more connected, and more aligned with his values of harmony, kindness, and compassion. The rabbit became his personal reminder to embrace gentleness and to recognize that kindness is a form of inner strength. He also started a charity that helps families in his community, and he feels that the more that he focuses on giving to others, the greater the abundance in his life. The rabbit is not a symbol of literal abundance, but a reminder that we can use kindness to cultivate harmony, and that true strength lies in the embodiment of gentle compassion. Honeybees, known for their industriousness and collaborative spirit, embody the Buddhist values of interconnectedness, community, and the potential for shared abundance. They remind us that when we work together towards a common purpose, we can achieve extraordinary things. When a beehive appears in your home or near your home, it's a call to support your community and to recognize the value of working together towards the good of all. They remind us that there is no separation and that we are all part of a greater whole. The Buddhist teachings on interdependence emphasize that all beings are intimately connected and that our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of all others. Bees demonstrate that when we work together towards a common goal, the results are far more rewarding than working in isolation. They are a powerful symbol of collective effort and a reminder that when we all work together for the greater good, we create a world where abundance is available to all. The community center's transformation is a testament to the power of working together and the importance of looking for solutions as a group. They reached out to other community members and volunteers, and together, they were able to raise funds for their center and to launch more projects that serve the needs of their local community. They learned a lot about bees, and they felt more connected with nature and with one another. The beehive was a catalyst for growth and transformation, reminding them that when a community comes together, it can generate an abundance of solutions. The honeybee is a powerful reminder that we are all connected and that the greatest abundance is created through collective effort and through the pursuit of a shared purpose. So, as we've seen, there's so much depth to be found beyond the traditional notions of omens and superstitions. The key is to approach these encounters with a sense of mindful awareness and with the intention of deepening our understanding of ourselves and the interconnectedness of life. Even animals that are traditionally seen as negative symbols, such as stray cats or mice, invite us to pause and ask ourselves, what message is this animal bringing into my space? What am I being invited to address in my life? I once had a period where I was feeling particularly drained and unmotivated. I began to notice an increasing number of stray cats hanging out in my yard, something I hadn't seen before. At first, I saw them as an annoyance, and it made me feel quite irritated. I caught myself thinking that this was a sign of bad luck. But then, I remembered what we were exploring in our mindfulness journey. Instead of viewing them as a harbinger of bad luck, I realized that they were a reflection of my own energy. My feelings of irritation were a sign that I needed to address my own internal imbalances. I began focusing on my self-care, making sure to rest more, and spending time in nature. As I began to focus on cultivating positive energy, the cats started to disappear, and my life became more peaceful. The stray cats, for me, were a reflection of my need to address my own energy and to make sure that I always make my well-being a priority. So, as you observe the animals that appear in your home, let's shift our focus from the external to the internal, from the superstition to the power of self-awareness. Here are some further Buddhist-inspired practices that will help deepen your understanding of these meaningful encounters. Engage in mindful observation. Take a moment to pause, to breathe, and to observe without judgment. What is this animal's behavior? What are your initial reactions? What feelings arise as you observe? This is a wonderful way to cultivate awareness. Use the animal as a mirror. See the animal's presence as a reflection of your inner landscape. What qualities does it represent? Is it strength, gentleness, transformation, or perhaps the need to embrace stillness? Apply the teachings of impermanence. Remember that all things are constantly changing. The arrival of an animal, just as with every life experience, is not permanent, and it is a part of life's constant flow. Cultivate metta. Extend feelings of love and compassion, not just to the animal, but to all beings. Practice loving kindness meditations and direct those feelings to yourself and to all life. Embrace the power of interconnectedness. Recognize that all life is interconnected. That every being, no matter how small, is an important part of the intricate tapestry of life. Take responsibility for your inner world. Recognize that the experiences that arise in your life are a reflection of the energy you put out into the world. So tend to your inner world and your inner landscape. The next time you encounter an animal in your home, I invite you to approach it not with superstition or fear, but with curiosity, compassion, and an open heart. View each interaction as an opportunity to delve deeper into yourself and to understand the subtle messages that nature is offering you. Let go of the fear of external forces and embrace the power of your own inner wisdom. The external world is a mirror that reflects your internal states, so always focus on cultivating inner peace and positive action. Thank you for joining me today as we continue this ongoing journey of self-discovery. We have explored how the principles of Buddhism can guide us in our understanding of animal encounters, transforming these everyday occurrences into meaningful opportunities for self-reflection, growth, and transformation. Remember that it is not about the symbols. It is about what you make the symbols represent for you. Each and every one of you hold the potential for wisdom, kindness, and limitless compassion. And when we focus on cultivating these qualities within ourselves, then the world around us transforms. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and remember to share your personal experiences in the comments below. Your contributions to this conversation help to enhance our understanding and to enrich our collective journey. Until our next exploration, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you live with purpose and compassion, and may you be at peace.